Hey everyone, it's Lexie. So in today's video I will be doing my review of the film Little Women 2019 version. But if you guys been watching my channel recently, you know that I made Little Women the Tales and Teacups book club picks for November and December, and a lot of us, myself included, did not like the book. And so even though I was really excited for the movie, I just did not like the book, but I still had high hopes for this film, and I felt like I could do a better job at making the film a little bit more better suited for this 2019 audience. So I was not disappointed. I ended up seeing this movie with my sister, which I felt was appropriate, and yeah, like I was really excited. As I said, despite having not the best time reading the book, I was excited for it. When I saw the trailer, I was really excited for it. So overall, I had high expectations going into it, and this movie did not let me down. I felt like it did a really good job at translating the text, something that was ahead of its time but was a little bit outdated in terms of some of the stuff that it talks about, and translating it in a way that was true to the text but also more modern and kind of resonated more with a more modern audience. So I really liked that. I felt the cast did a really good job at translating the characters, and this time around, like, I loved the character Amy in here. I wasn't expecting to like Amy, especially because she's such a brat in the book, but I felt like the actress just did a really good job at making her more likable and understanding why she is the way that she is, and how she's always felt like she's been competing with Amy, like I thought, or competing with Jo. I thought that was a really good job. I really loved the character Jo in here. I can never pronounce that, Sororson. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but every movie she's done that I've seen, I've always loved her performance in here, and she really just does a good job of totally embodying Jo and her kind of rebelliousness and everything. I really loved that. Like the whole cast in here, I felt like did a really good job. I wish we got to see more of the supporting cast in a 2-hour movie. I felt like it did a good job at explaining kind of Jo's storyline, but I wish we got more from Marmee or Meg's character. Like, I wish we got a little bit more of them. I felt we could have had more screen time with them, and the only complaint that I have is that I didn't really like the actor who played Laurie. I felt like there were some parts where I was like, okay, like that's, like, I like how he did that, but I felt like he was more immature compared to the girls, just in how he presented himself in the film. And when you're looking back at them in their childhood, I felt like they made the girls, like, it was more obvious of their aging in here, and he kind of looked the same throughout. He just looked younger. Even when they were supposed to be like all older together, he still looked a lot younger than the girls. I just didn't really like how he like portrayed the character of Laurie. And I just really loved the setting in here. I loved the costume design. Like, I was totally transfixed on the, like, I was saying to my sister afterwards, like, I would never want to live in the Civil War era, like, at all. Like, it just sounds horrible with the dresses, but it was just neat to see on screen, and I really enjoyed that. And I also really liked how the writer of this film really kind of switched up the storyline and kind of starts at the end basically of the novel, and kind of is almost like a reflection of her childhood kind of scattered throughout. So it kind of jumps around in timeline, and I really liked that. I felt like it kept the story a little bit more fast-paced, and I liked how it jumped around. I also really liked how, in terms of the childhood scenes, you can tell, like, it's almost the kind of filter that they had over it was a bit more golden, and then the present day was a lot more colder tone. So I thought that was interesting too. It kind of shows how your childhood is always, like, in the memories of it, it's always like golden, and I thought that was really done. I really liked how she did that. I know some people said that they were a little confused with the different storylines, but if you go into it knowing that childhood is more golden in color and then present day is more cool tones, I think that will help you out. But I really enjoyed that, and overall, like I said, I really love this movie. I think I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The beginning, it took me a while to get into it when they're younger and they're complaining about being poor and all this stuff. I was like, oh no. But once I kind of got past like the 20-minute mark and it kind of picks up when they're a little bit older, I definitely was more invested. I really love some of the monologues here and quotes, especially the one where Meg is talking about just because you're, I think it's, I don't know if this is exactly it, but just because my dreams are different than yours doesn't mean it's not important. I really liked that. I think even though like that's relevant when this book was written, and it's also relevant today. And then I also like Jo's monologue where she's talking about being married. It's the one that talks about, like you hear in the trailer, the one she's talking about, it ends, but I'm so lonely. I was like, oh my god, I totally feel that. And then also Amy when she's like, I'd rather be great or nothing. Like those are the lines that I think really stood out for me. Despite having some sad moments in here, they did a good job at integrating some humor in there, and Amy had some good one-liners in here as well. But like I said, I overall really enjoyed this film. Despite not liking the book, I feel like the movie kind of encapsulates the stuff, because when I was reading the reviews, actually a lot of people said when they went to go reread the book as an adult, they didn't enjoy it as much as if they were a kid, which I thought was very interesting. And so I feel like they did a good job at capturing the feelings people had when they read this book when they were a kid and translating it for a more mature audience. I think that is what makes this so special, and it shows how timeless the themes of this novel are and how universal they are for people everywhere, basically. So like I said, overall I was not disappointed by this film. I was pleasantly surprised, not pleasantly surprised, but I was a little nervous reading the book because I was really excited for the movie, but I was happy with it, and I'm really curious to see what you guys thought about it as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you felt about it and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.